Hello friends, welcome back. This is our lesson today in response to Wassily Kadinsky's square with concentric circles. It's also in reference to the dot, the ever so popular The Dot book, which I love. The Dot Day is actually September 15th-ish, somewhere around there. And we love the Dot song in our classroom. The kids love it too. And so this is just a way for us to remember the Dot Day. And also to remember, big fancy word, concentric. So we are going to do two different lessons today. If you guys would prefer to do the option 1 method, then you only need your drawing materials, your color materials, anything that's dry. If you are opting for option 2, make sure you have your paints ready. Option 1 is going to look like this. And you can completely turn it sideways or upside down, whatever. There's no right way or wrong way. And option 2 will be the painted version. Again, any direction. There is no right way or wrong way, however you predict. If you do the second option, make sure you have watercolor paints or acrylic paints, watercolor paper, or paper that can withstand the amount of paint that you do put on it. Don't forget to take a photo of your artwork and post it to Artsonia. Today we're going to respond to Wassily Kadinsky's square with concentric circles. And concentric is that big fancy word for a shape within a shape. And you can do circles if you'd like. You can mix up the shapes, whatever your heart's desire. I'm actually going to freehand most of this today. And we're going to be using some paints. I have acrylic paints today. If you need watercolor paints, you can use watercolor paints. Make sure you have a cup of water handy. 2 different size paint brushes. I have a flat brush here, and then I also have a round brush should I need to switch out between the two, and some paper towels. If you have an art smock on or an art apron, great, because sometimes it gets a little messy. So I want to go ahead and I'm just going to divide my page into 2. I just drew a line. If you need to use a ruler for this, you can use a ruler. If not, just go for it. And this square looks a little bit bigger than this square, but that's okay. And for the most part, I am just going to free draw this. Circle within a circle within a circle. I think I want to do a heart on this one. So a heart within a heart. And it's okay if it gets a little bit cut off, cropped out there. That actually makes it a little bit more interesting. And I'm going to go back to circles here. Circle within a circle within a circle. And I think I'm going to fit another circle in here and make it crop out. And on this side, I'm going to put a triangle within a triangle. So these are all concentric shapes. If you want to stick to the original like the master and just go with circles, that's okay too. Let's do some rectangles within a rectangle within a rectangle. That part's going to get cropped out. And let's go back with a triangle. You see what I did there? I made a pattern here, one on each side. Okay, and the rest is pretty much up to you. I want you to experiment with the colors. Remember, our elements of art that we're studying today is line, shape, and color. If you need to mix some colors, you can totally mix some colors. I'm just going to go ahead and use the colors that I have. We will have a class on mixing colors. Just have fun with this today. Start off with some yellow. why are we doing this? We're getting ready for Dot Day. Dot Day is September 15-ish, around there. And we celebrate Dot Day, one of my favorite days of the art year. We get to sing the dot song. We get to tie in all our lines, our shape, our colors. And Wassily Kadinsky is a Russian-born artist. He lived to be 78 years old. That's awesome. And he studied law and economics, really, before he studied art. He didn't start studying art until he was about 30 years old. Okay, this is how we wash our paintbrush, friends. We do a gentle swirl within the water. I like to use a paper towel to capture some of that extra paint. Make sure my paintbrush is clean. And always remember your paintbrush is like a little ballerina on tippy toes. If you press hard, you're going to get that metal part scratching your paper, which is not good. I'm going to bring in a second cup of water. This is my clean water. Let's go ahead and move into green. Sometimes I just use a little extra water, especially with acrylic paint, to help spread. If your watercolor paint is a little bit on the thick side, you can do the same. Traditionally, watercolors are supposed to be nice and thin. So if you're thinking that it's just not going the way that you like it to, it's too light, you're actually doing it the right way. I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am. This is so relaxing. Wassily Kadinsky loved to listen to music while he painted. In fact, a lot of times his artwork would really be a depiction about the music that he heard, and the lines and the shapes that he would have painted was because that's what he saw in his head when he heard music. Wassily Kadinsky is one of my favorite artists. Actually, I have a few artists that I like. I do enjoy looking at and admiring their artwork. Okay, and I think we're done. Friends, it's been fun. I hope you guys had a great time too. I'll see you next time. Bye!